This is about as serious as undertaking as it gets as a prosecutor investigating a president's actions while he was still in office. So why are you taking this step?
I'm taking this step because I think that the government has two primary functions. That government has a lot of functions, but it has two primary functions, in my opinion, if you live in the free world and in a democracy. The first duty of the government is to keep people safe, which is why we have police officers and a district attorney's office. But I think it is also equally fundamentally important that the government makes sure in a free society that people can vote and that is not infringed upon by anyone. So in this case, you have an allegation of a human being, a person, an American citizen, possibly doing something that would have infringed upon the rights of lots of Georgians, specifically from my county, Fulton County's right to vote being infringed upon. And the allegations were, quite frankly, not civil wrongdoing, but a crime. One thing I'll tell you, because I know it'll be a question coming up, is about the timeline. I don't want people to think that this is about politics. And so I've done something this month or next month, we'll say, that's very, very intentional. We are going to get the special purpose grand jury sworn on May the 2nd. However, I will not call the first witnesses to the special purpose grand jury till June the 1st. And the specific reason that I'm doing that is, one, just a technical one, right? I need a grand jury impanel before I can issue a subpoena. So we know it would be a week or two out anyway, because I got to put it in their hand, give them their 72 hours, etc. But the other reason is we have an election that's May 24th. I know there's an election May 24th. I have to go cast my vote like everyone else. But I don't want anyone to say, oh, she's doing this because she wants to influence the outcome of this upcoming election. The people will decide the outcome of this upcoming election. It will have nothing to do with this district attorney's office. But I'll tell you this, prior to that, we will have put subpoenas in a lot of people's hands. And once June the 1st comes, which is a week past the election, we will be rolling with bringing in the witnesses who required a subpoena to testify. I expect lawyers that defend potential defendants to do all that they can to slow the prosecutor. We'll have many, many days of legal arguments. Judge, and my guess is even the Supreme Court of Georgia will weigh in on that issue. I do not think that executive immunity would protect against prosecution in this case. I think the appropriate court is here in Fulton County, where the crime may or may not have occurred. We have great Superior Court judges. They're brilliant minds. They are more than capable of providing anyone that is charged with a crime a fair forum. I don't want you to think I'm naive or I don't get the gravity of the situation. I get the gravity of it. I understand it's very interesting to people, this case. I get it. But it's just like every other case. You just have to do your due diligence. We're going to talk to the witnesses. We're going to get the documents. We're going to read it. I'm old school. The charges we think fit or might fit, we're going to literally, because I'm old school, I'm going to make them on a white piece of paper that has a sticky thing at the top. I'm going to write the elements to this crime are A, B, and C. Do we have those elements? If so, what witness gives me fact A, fact B, and fact C? What document proves fact A, fact B, and fact C? If we can do that, I'm going to bring an indictment. I don't care who it is. So people should get out of their head that it matters who it is. What's going to be important is when I put those charges that I think may apply and each element, if there are facts that support those elements, there's an indictment coming. If when we go through those elements are not there, I'm not going to charge it. One thing I've told my team in this case, and I also told them in Atlanta Spa case, and I've told them in other big cases, we have two beautiful young ladies that were killed here in our city. Don't be sexy. It's not worth being sexy. Just go back to old school principles of A, B, and C. And once we can meet A, B, and C, then we'll bring an indictment for those charges only. And so the rest of it, I don't really think about or worry about. It's one piece of advice that was given to me by a very smart lawyer was don't worry about the politics. The politics will take care of itself. Only worry about doing what's right and if the facts and the law support it. And I haven't worried about a decision I've made to date because that's what I've done.